Oh yes, it's Thursday once again. I love this day. Right before the weekend, and I come onto your screen. It's Vibe with Vida, and I'm your host, Vida. Now, I like to think that everybody likes to talk about their childhood, yeah? It's always so interesting hearing another person talk about their childhood, like even just through their teenagehood. It's always so, I already said interesting, so I won't say it again. But yeah, that's what we have when I was a teen for. I bring on, when I was a teen, so I get celebrities to come through and tell us about their childhood. They tell us about their teenagehood. That's the other part of the show. Now, more than that, I have questions that I receive on social media. Get to answer them right here in front of the camera. Now, it's more than just that, because we get to interact with these teenagers or whoever wants to communicate with me. We get to chat and become friends. And I also get to give away movie tickets to whoever is interactive. And also for this episode, however, I want you to pay close attention to who's coming through for when I was a teen. So when I post the question to social media, you have to give me the answer. And that's the person that wins a movie ticket to Strekeneko Cinemas next week. So yeah, that's pretty much what the show is about. I've given you a roundup of it, so you have an idea as we get into it. Now, getting into what the show is about, and that's the questions. Let's check out the first question after this break.
Hi, please respond. When is the best time for me and my girlfriend to take things to the next level? I'm 21, same with her. I work, but she isn't working right now. I love her and I want to be with her for the rest of my life.
Well, relationships are quite different. It depends on how you two communicate and where you feel you are right now, because nobody can define the next level for you. It's up to you to decide. However, I'll say for now, I mean, it does seem 21 is young. 21 years old is very young. But again, there's so many people that get married before the age of 21. I mean, it depends on maturity, like how a person was raised. Some feel they're grown and they're okay, like financially, yeah, I'm doing good, so I can take up more responsibilities, and it's okay. If you feel you're there already, that's okay and good for you. Now, if you're having doubts, I think with anything in life, sometimes yeah, it's okay to have doubts, but if you're having doubts about something really serious, then it's not really the right time. You've got to be decided. If your mind is made up, then your mind surely is made up. I think for you to ask me this question, then you're not really sure. When you know, you will know. Like, you get to know. You won't even need anybody telling you, or you can get advice from people, it's right. But when you know, you know. I think that's the main thing. When you're there, you get to feel it. You won't need a third opinion. Maybe to put in a thing or two, but for that decision, it's all up to you. For now, there's lots of things you can still do. Like, yeah, but who am I to say? I know. You wrote to me so I could say something, but yeah, I'll stick to that. That's the main thing I can say. When you know, you know. And it's different depending on every single person. 21 is young to some, 21 is old to some. So all the best with that one. Let's move on and get into when I was a teen.
I was a silent guy. I never used to talk too much because I had a lisp. So people used to make fun of me. So the only thing that I used to do was sing. And I liked martial arts too much. So trying to learn a few things, that was my hobby. And because I grew up in a family where we used to have a very big farm. We actually still have a farm in Chirombo. So we never really had time to play like our friends. All we had was work. You know, it's like we're taught how to sustain ourselves. Each person, from the time you are, let me say 5, you have responsibility on whatsoever that you need to do. You know, you have a water bed that you need. You need to water the vegetable beds or vegetable. I don't know what you call them. I'm just but you know, and sometimes you are given a certain portion that you need to work on. Like my tomato, my chani. So every morning that you wake up, you have responsibility on what to do. We didn't grow up in a family where we had so much time to go and play. I grew up in a family where we were hard workers, and I thank God for that because I didn't work my whole life. At least in the physical nuclear coaching because of the hard work that my grandparents, you know, laid down for us. And I believe even now that I started having children, I have one child by the way, so I need to train my child in the way that I was trained. People used to laugh at us like they work too hard because we didn't have a lot of time, but at the end of the day, our life was a little bit better than most of the other people because we get certain things that certain people don't have because of our hard work. From the time I was, let's say about less than seven, because I did my preschool at Trinity, just there off Church Road, and then because I was living both in Chibombo and here in Watts Park, I get to do my education that side after preschool because I won't get into details, family details. But yeah, I grew up both sides. Chibombo, that's why you hear in certain songs like Denya mention Kuchibombo Kumishe Sikalampa. I have an experience there, and I have an experience Kuno Kusak Pangon. It was a farm life, and not a small farm where people call a village a farm. No, I grew up at a farm. 2 tractors, 2 Land Rovers, 1 Datsun, a 120Y, and a, what do you call that? Kachuri, yeah, that's what I remember that we had. So at least, even if we used to work like slaves, at the end of the day, I didn't grow up a life where it was really, it was hard, yes, because we used to work hard. 6 a.m., all of you are up if it's holiday time. You must be in the field, and you're working together with the workers, doing the same type of job. Sometimes, most times actually, when you're eating with the workers will be the first ones to grab a big piece of chicken. You will eat soup. That's a family I grew up, you know. So basically, growing up as a teenager, I was a shy guy. I never used to like females, you know, not even a single bit. I was a loner. That's why even now it's not really hard for me. If I'm not with Tishon, I'm alone most of the time. So that's just me. I grew up just sidelined because people used to laugh at me because of my list. You know, talking properly, I just learned how to speak and express myself when I went to college first time. But I used to be a silent guy, and I thank God for my grandmother because my grandmother sort of put me in the right way. She used to believe in church a lot. So then it was like, don't fight too much, because I used to beat up people a lot. But then because of my grandmother, you know, anybody that laughs at me, I'll kick you. And it's just that, I don't know, maybe it's still my face. Certain people say I don't look humble, but I'm really, I think I'm a humble person. And I don't like noise. I grew up into this gentleman that I am, but being a teenager wasn't really fun for us because we used to work like workers. We started working like workers, and we'd be taking things. I never played soccer. That's why people find it very difficult, or you know, to believe when I tell them I don't know anything about soccer, and I don't like soccer. I don't watch soccer. You never find even the stadium here in Zambia. I've never been to that stadium before. I've never entered any stadium. The stadiums I've been to was in South Africa when I went to perform there in Durban. Otherwise, the stadium here is just these woodland stadiums, and there'll be music, a music festival, you know, because we didn't have chance. Then my uncle will find you trying to play soccer, or maybe trying to watch TV and you ask you, will you play for Chica? Life like is a zoo and life like chubby chubby. But I thank God because it made me grow up into this responsible person that I am today. Yes, I did. There was a girl, she's now in the US, and I actually met her early this year. Her name is Misozi. So Misozi, I used to like Misozi, but I was a shy guy, of course. So there was Misozi and there's another crush of mine. What's her name? I've forgotten the name, but I remember how she used to look like. You know, sometimes I would write a letter. So many times in grade 7, I'd write a letter, write it in pen. I wrote that letter in pencil, starting from pencil. Went to pen, and I never took it to her. I never delivered it. So I'd write a couple of letters and would never just deliver to the person that, you know, needed to see the letter. But shit, man, and we've grown. I wish I'd tell her to say, you know what, it made me write so many letters even if I never gave them to you. I don't know if she knew. My first real relationship, well, I had to my relationships in school because I was this guy that used to sing a whole lot. So people used to love me because of my music. I was famous even in my school. You know, at my school I was kind of famous. So, well, those were just crushes. I wouldn't call them relationships. But I got into a real relationship when I was 19 or 20. You know, but back in high school, they were just crushes. I remember there's a girl I used to exchange letters with. She's maybe somebody's wife by now, so I wouldn't want to mention somebody. You know, but she was famous in school too, so we used to do drama together. Yeah, but it wasn't really a relationship. I think about not even 19, about 20. At the time I was 2021, almost getting to release the TbiZzy song. Yeah, somewhere there. Before a few, because I released that song a long time before it hit to the public. You know, sometimes music would just be growing in people's ears and stuff. So yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those lucky people that grew up with the parents. My father died when I was 5. My mother died when I was 15. But my mother used to love me a whole lot. That's why I named my daughter by, you know, her first name is Tamika. The middle name is Rosa, after my mother. And people say I look like my mom, and my daughter looks like me, so I bet it was just, you know, it was just sensible for me to give her the name for my mom. But my relationship with my mom was because I was a good boy, you know. Even times when I got into those fights, Mom would definitely support me because she knew I would never start a fight. And my whole life I've never started a fight. And most of the times when somebody wants to start up a fight, I'll say, no, I'm so sorry. I'm just this person that likes to make peace. So I grew up like that. And I never steal, not even sugar. So I was in good books with my mom. And I used to do my school well. Of course, a little naughty, but I was a loyal person. So you know what it is. If you are loyal, your parents will give you just about anything and you become best friends with your parents. Certain change. Yeah, I'm this type of person that doesn't get moved by money. I don't get moved easily by money or by fame or by whatsoever. That's why for me I'm like this silent person that I'll do music whenever I want to. You know, I'll do whatsoever whenever I want to. And I want to couple it up with a little bit of education, a little bit of entrepreneurship. I own a company called DStv right now, so I brand stuff for people, cars, t-shirts, whatsoever. So for me, I think somebody that follows my lifestyle would be a normal person in society. I think would be a person that people would admire because I'm not involved in scandals, and I hate scandals. I want to always, I'm not perfect in any way, no, but I always want to make peace, and I always want to bring people together, love people, even those people that are not my relatives. I support some of the people. I pay school fees for certain people that are not even related to. So I think I should be a good person to society.
Okay, so I always tell you, whoever you want on the show, just message me and I'll bring them the get to tell you all about their childhood. Now, do you want to be a ticket winner? When I make a post to our social media, that's the Diamond TV page, Diamond TV Zambia on Facebook. When a post is made asking who featured for this week, well, you get to comment and let us know who that person is. And I might give you that ticket so you can go and watch a movie. Yeah, so I'm already giving you answers, aren't I? So speaking of the movie, let's get into the movie experience and see who won the movie ticket last week. It's time for the movie experience, and I'm here at Kinoko Cinemas Monday here with my ticket winner, who's Margaret, and her +1. And Margaret, welcome to the movie experience.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, so I had posted a question, well, the Diamond TV page posted a question on our social media, and you got it correct. Did you get the answer through actually watching the program, or did you just see it on social media?
Nah, I always do catch up for the program.
You watch the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I don't watch it on Thursday, I'll definitely watch it on Saturday.
Oh, great. So she even knows the repeat.
Yeah.
Great. She deserves the ticket.
I really do. Because last time I was
You
late.
were late. I saw your comment that I was late. So yeah, this time you made it. And you, Anne, how do you feel about being her +1 today?
I don't watch it.
You don't watch? No, how do you feel about the movie that you're about to see now? Because you guys haven't yet gone to see the movie. Did you see the one she chose?
No.
You hadn't seen The Nun? It's a horror movie, so do you watch horror movies? You're not scared like me?
No.
I hope you do get to enjoy it. Why are you going for a horror movie? I know for sure you wanted to watch Peppermint at first.
Yeah. But it's a sad experience. I really like watching horror movies.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and action movies, like thrillers. Like
Yeah, me too. If I'm going to a cinema, I'm going to watch action movies. That's what I usually watch. If the choice were up to you, which movie would you have chosen to watch today? Oh, the ones showing, because there's a comedy showing also that's Night School.
English.
Yeah, and Johnny English. And Johnny English. You don't like comedies?
No.
Action also? Oh, you don't do much movies, do you?
No, she's into music.
Oh, okay. Are you a singer or something?
No.
You just listen to music? Okay, that's interesting. But you're a movie fanatic.
Yeah.
So do you usually visit Kinoko Cinemas?
No, not really. This is the first time.
Oh, okay. I'm sure it will be very exciting. It's a great experience.
Yeah,
It's really a nice experience, and I'm glad you're starting with the horror movie.
Yeah.
I can assure you, you have nightmares. There's a friend of mine, she's really big, and she was saying she watched The Nun, and she's like, okay, I can't sleep tonight because I'm scared. I can't sleep. So I hope you manage to sleep after you watch your movie.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thanks for coming through, you guys. I hope you enjoy your movie.
Yeah,
when you get to
thank
watch
you very
it.
much.
Yes, this is the movie experience. If you want to be the next winner, you know what to do. Yes, it's always so much fun being at the cinemas. Thanks to Kinoko Cinemas Hill and Diamond TV Zambia, you get to have your movie experience. Now you know what to do if you want to be the next winner. So let's move on and get into the last message. Me and my boyfriend have been dating for about 2 years now. I'm not complaining because we are happy together. He helps me in many things, but up to now he doesn't tell me straight the work he does. He just says he is a businessman. Is it wrong for me to want to know exactly what he does? it's not wrong to want to know what your boyfriend does. I mean, what if he's doing something illegal and you get caught up in all the mess? No, it's not. And I think it's not right that he's trying to hide this from you. He's supposed to say it straight. There's nothing. When you're involved with a person, you need to know everything about them. Lies start from simple things like, oh no, it's fine. If you start to accept things now, like, okay, it's fine, I don't need to know, it'll extend to other things as well. Like, he'll just feel, oh, it's none of her business, I shouldn't tell her this. And next thing, there's so many complications in the relationship. I feel you need to know what your partner, what your boyfriend does for a living, just to avoid, getting involved in all the wrong stuff. And also, if you're chatting with your friends and they ask, you know how nosy people can be sometimes, yeah? And they ask, you have no idea, it makes you seem unserious. It makes you seem very unserious about the relationship. So you've got to know, there's nothing wrong with that. You push him into telling you. If he's still refusing, you have no option but to maybe wait until he's ready to tell you. But 2 years, my God, you need to know by now. People know in like a month, in 2 weeks, in 2 days. 2 years is a long time. You really need to know. Like, on the real, you need to have known by now. Just ask properly. Don't try and insinuate that maybe you could be doing something illegal and that's why you want to find out. Just ask softly, if I can put it that way. Ask softly. Oh my, I've come to the end of the show now. I have to say my goodbyes, but prepare for next week so that I can get back with another show and get back on your screens. It's always so exciting. Remember to stay interactive on our social media. Be on the lookout for the Diamond TV page, the post on Vibe with Vida, and you could be the next winner. That's for next week. I'll see you again next week. You keep it diamond.